little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Cook and his men had their fun.
This one.
Farewell.
Us on the way, Tiggy.
me, boy. Over here! Help me, boy. Well, it's dead now. Whatever it was.
I didn't think Jill could look any worse for wear than when she came back from Ireland. Tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet.
Tone says he's looking for books about Torgal.
My knowledge is yours. I have a few new notes that might interest you. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
It's all right.
What do you need? What do you want? And how am I meant to do that then?
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's did what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the West, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvass in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the Professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air? Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you all about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said that little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
When I get my hands on her.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking... Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my study... But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn. Yeah.
What's everyone whispering about?
The little ones have been up to their own tricks.
Was wondering where Mid's back from Canva.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment...
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
Is it business or pleasure? Quite the opposite. Like father, like daughter. Go on then. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Till I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
It's all right. Sid has nothing to fear. With a good oil in this, should be enough to keep. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom. And so naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss, but I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I... It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that, you know, the one over at Martha's?
That's right. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him.
Least I could do.
Back, are ya? Summer storm now, what? What do you want? Anything else? Clive? What do you want? No scratches, all right? That it? Fine.
Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to Cressida on business. Far as I know,
I'll look from there then.
Stay sharp.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life.
You do, Bernard. Martha's...
Oh, do you? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridge, and if Martha didn't mind me being gone.
That's the spirit. Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. But I came up here hoping to visit. But you're a dab hand when it comes to deal.
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank.
This shouldn't take long. That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now?
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you... Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, I'll meet you there.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does lack a certain
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bert.
That's brilliant!
Is there...
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans, so as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Do you have a moment, Sid?
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of Beth. They were moving in for their assault when the Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion. They should be back by now, but I can't help.
They know the work is dangerous.
But what if I've got them? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escape. But I never really thought how my words might affect them.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie.
That should be enough to go on.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Ah, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders.
Talia has tasked me with removing a curse break. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. Is it really?
You don't need me to answer that. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, and we must lift that burden, the operation may be dangerous.
I know. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs to... something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What?
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go. No one knows herb lore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know it. Unfortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of...
I overheard your little chat with Rodrigue. It's good of you to help.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Over here! Awaken wind!
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Keep them bilges nice and chilled. Slavers go in.
Cole.
Just about. Said, if you don't...
Doris sent me to find you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach.
Well, I'm here now.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had to. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely...
You made the right decision.
The goblins may...
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to the...
I won't let that.
Thank you.
Don't thank me, just...
Get me back on my feet.
They're trying to get into the carriage. This one.
All yours, Torgal. Second. Go, Torgal. Now, Torgal. All yours, Torgal. Garuda!
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through...
Why should we run?
Perhaps. But freedom, safety, the life you've been denied.
Sid, you weren't too late then.
This man risked his life to save yours.
Fine.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid.
Thank you.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks in here.
Sid, welcome back. If I'd just waited a little longer, or maybe I wouldn't.
Cole and the others got home safely.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I said, what kind of leader sends people? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to...
We swore the same.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Thank you for your faith in me. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than not, but I'm a Cursebreaker.
You will.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised? You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
I hope you didn't have to...
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it.
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you.
Thank you for the kind... Sorry, the brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and even success means tremendous pain. I became a physicker to help people, not to...
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, and yet we never won for volunteers.
Conviction?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than... I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife.
It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. Thank you for helping me.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they...
What do you reckon, Holmes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, his name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, just when his master needed...
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards...
Quite. Though Torgal's his latent birthright, as it had only to be un...
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. So just you wait. I'll make...
Then I look forward to seeing. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of it.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you?
Oh, the capital's as strange to me as I am to her.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places. If only we knew for certain, but...
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive, I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Dhalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The Litlands have been up to their old tricks.
It's just one thing after another around here.
Fuck me. Never thought I'd see the dear Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Ah, my dear nephew. Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics, which is why I came. To learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Bid's finished. Outfitting our little workshop by here, with a little help from the sea.
And how may I assist you today? We met under curious circumstances. Naturally. Still. Lord Byron Rosfield. I heard tell. Why? Your nemesis awaits, Clive. You have merely to cross a burning desert, then worm your way into the bowels of an enemy fortress. Best of luck. Ah, my favorite pupil. How may I help you today? Of course. Here you are. Very good.
Bid's finished outfitting her little workshop. Right here, with a little help.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's per... You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well. Clive, it's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Quietly now.
Over here! Now, Torgo!
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be friends when your brother arrived. You whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, falling off.
All yours, Torgo!
Farewell. It's over.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia. Safe. this one. Stand a chance. You're finished. Yeah!
you think those soldiers were in the inn? Friends of friends, I wager.
There she is, the good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
The outlaw! Take him!
Try it.
for your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Rawlers said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric!
Why is the tavern shut?
Let me treat you.
I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Light it!
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Anything I can help you with, allow me. My good man, we represent one. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make...
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies.
Thank you. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not...
Sweet incense! What's wax candle?
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason.
Anything I can interest you in? My thanks. Go with Gilbert.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But I didn't get one.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Cook, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a long-standing pillar of your community.
Then you should ask Further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. Try the baths. That's where you...
Thank you.
Ask for Further at the baths.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Further knows.
Hanging lanterns! Peek the darkness from your door!
Excuse me. Are you Further?
I am.
I hope so. You know Rosina Dalamil. We believe...
And what business?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think you trust.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Further?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
The juiciest meat from Green's.
It would make a fine gift for your beloved.
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
The most fragrant herbs
needed to a silk softness, like eating a cloud.
You wouldn't believe how much
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off. Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Here. The deposit. Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving.
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hour. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no...
Is that so? Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves, pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill on. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share, and it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
It's you. The one who... What do you want? Haven't you...
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you? Yeah.
Thank you.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands.
That's one of the many treasures in my collection.
Oh, but not here. What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts?
Bait, my boy. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I had no luck, of course, but my uncharacteristic indiscretion. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sword if I proved.
So the pearl.
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen, a small price to pay for admittance. But enough about my little act of...
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be... It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
Hi, John. I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Let me treat you.
Of course.
I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Why is the tavern shut?
Come on.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh?
What brings you...
Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and being such good friends. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle! I'm just getting warmed up! Get him! Fire and blade! This one. Farewell.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did...
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an awe.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the...
Well, indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men. Until you two came. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive? I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive,
You held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed, and those left behind have been encouraged to...
Thank you. And you still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you...
Oh, dear.
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron...
No. Thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Gelith.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe...
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
I've never even forged a butter knife. Perhaps for...
I wouldn't put it past.
Oh, wait, sorry. I'm Sava, Master Luber, soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies... I don't suppose you...
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought...
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a...
So...
Good question. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solved. We need information.
You're right. But now, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use not. There's the butcher. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their... All right. I'll talk to every cook I can find.
All right.
Let's hope that someone says...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. Kneaded to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't ship everything I've worked for. All those years of toil.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. On second thought, perhaps you are...
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business. The baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all... I've no doubt that my work... But I can't go and investigate. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of...
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulphur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Hanging lantern!
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question. Can you tell me what...
Oh. Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it.
Thank you.
All business, eh? Man after...
Silver platters!
Plates and pots!
The baths are, closed for a while. Hot water, please bear with us a little longer.
I'll be asking for you again.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
1,000 gil for a measly budget.
If you can't even fill my cup...
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
Fucking men of the wrong.
I need a drink.
You're going to drink my pockets dry.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets have pride of...
Welcome, sir.
A question. I need to know what makes a good...
You a blacksmith or something?
something.
Fair enough. Now, first and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel, and give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block.
So a knife that stays sharp. So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Fragrant herbs and spices.
You wish to talk? I'm honored.
You and I... What? Alas. Still... ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy. At least they did. So... how very fitting. Of course, there's simply no other way. Don't be a stranger.
So, you learn anything useful, or...?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
All the cook said was that he need too heavy and they do it...
So we're no better off than when we... Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his... Dalamil, but that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he... No. We must be...
No doubt you're right, but... I have to make a start soon.
Agreed.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The trouble is, it's meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to... I bet she'd know it.
Is it true what I'm hearing? That the men of the rock were carting off our crystals for themselves?
The finest fabric. It's fresh from the...
Yes, they're quite soft.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Just look at the sweet incense. What?
Finally, we'll be able to get one.
We should get going soon.
Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I... Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Then allow me to... Drake's Fang is current... Almeki and Walud are allies, and as you... But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a...
Not by choice.
And there's more. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you. If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via them. I've lost one Cid already.
I don't plan on dying. Not before coup.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
What the hell are those things?
By the flames. That explains the heat. frying pan.
Fine how.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
I saw with my own two eyes.
Ready, go? Yeah!
That'll do, girl.
We should get going soon.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness. There he is. I was hoping we'd be sick. The baths grow more bearable by the moment.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did...
Not what I expected.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Right. It's high time I...
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of
What I'm
for a
hearing.
little while.
Let's go.
The old cook has finally made his move.
Yes. That's why we send the soldiers in town.
Any luck?
Well, I asked her.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing, but adamantite ore is unique to Ash.
And it's beyond...
Unique to Ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick.
It's hardly my speciality, but...
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive,
The limestone. Besides, I want to know.
You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the town.
Then I suppose I'll meet you.
Right you are. So, do you crush it up, or just...
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Sweet incense. What candle?
Well, we can make our way.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Hanging lanterns. Keep the doctors. Silver platters.
Needed to a
Juiciest meat from green.
Yes, they're
My
quite
carpets have pride of place.
I wasn't sure how much you, but I hope this is a...
You are one of the... You and that merchant boat, she's got quite a... Now, time to see... A knife forged from the very rock...
It's a fine-looking blade.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Luke.
Let's take a look. First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife?
But...
What do I think? It's sharp-ish, but it won't... And it's heavy. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still...
And I was so certain I had...
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick. Next question. How much do you think I would charge?
Well, if it took you even I would say...
And who would be... The butcher? The hunter? Dalimil's home to humble traders, not well. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about... I'd say you're worth keeping around. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an...
I will. What would you do if you...
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in.
I couldn't have done it without so much for the Forge Master's... The spirit of Dalimil had nothing. Meaning, I had you...
You've passed your test. That's all that matters.
And when I do, I'll...